We're in first place in the frickin' Idiot League.
The Idiots Talk Sports Show. Sports talk. Funny and uncensored.
On as tits. I am Chance Del Fuego. With me is Drunk Tim. And we are coming to you from the On the Border studios here in Oklahoma City on the second floor behind the bulletproof glass, just so we can stay a little bit safer in this area.
Yes.
I know it's methed up, but that's what it is. Here we are. We're in our second season, third episode, coming strong. Got a lot of great stuff to talk to you about. We're the weekend before Labor Day weekend. So if get out, swim, get in the pool, they're about to start shutting down. So
I thought you were going to say something about, like, wear your white or something.
Yeah, wear your white now.
Or is that the other one?
No, you're right. You wear white now because Labor Day's coming.
You can't wear white after Labor Day.
That's right.
Okay, yeah. So get all your white shit out of the closet and wear it up. Not that stuff.
Yeah. No hoods. You Klan members, time's almost up. Fantastic.
They're like, our time to shine.
Well, if we're going to do something,
do it right.
We got a week. So, oh boy.
So is it the same principle with, it's like, I don't know, the wedding dresses, if they're not a virgin, you can't wear a white wedding dress. I don't know how that works.
I don't either. I just know that you're supposed to not wear white after Labor Day, so big time faux pas.
What if your wedding is after Labor Day?
Well, then you're dumb for scheduling.
You're dumb.
You're dumb for scheduling your wedding after Labor Day because now you have to wear white and you're not supposed to wear white.
Ah, Lordy. Like, what about an off-white or a beige or...
And props to Lindsay,
She's awesome.
Bringing the beer, no acknowledgement, no nothing. Just like, you look like you need this. And that's how I always look. I always look like I need it.
Oh, yeah.
She's a professional.
Like, when I've seen you, like, wake up and stuff like that, you're like, I'm like, here's a beer.
Yeah, it's real.
Real the struggle is.
Yeah. So, anyway, Labor Day is coming. Be ready. Whatever the hell that means. You gotta be ready for that.
Yeah, I gotta watch the filter. So, as much as possible, I try not to use that filter as much on the show. But
we got a lot of great stuff coming up today. We're gonna talk about some cats today. I know you love some cats.
Yeah, I love the fucking cats.
We're going to talk about Major League Baseball,
Major League
sex pills. What the hell, right?
All right, I'm down.
Well, what? How's that connected?
We'll
talk about that.
I've never tried sex pills.
Have you not?
No.
Well, today's your day.
I don't need to. Oh, what? Oh.
No, I don't know that.
Well, I mean,
I don't want to find out.
Like, he's like behind the couch. Like,
what's my safe word?
I always thought that, like, universal safe word was ow.
Like, am I gonna have to scoot? I don't know what the camera, like, what the width is, but if I have to kind of maybe get away for a minute, I don't.
You get room.
I've got room. That's what hang on. No.
Hot dog down.
You've got
hot dog down a hallway. That reminds me of one of my relationships.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's like,
oh my God.
You could have like a disco party in there.
Hot dog in Niagara? Yeah. I don't know. It's my own metaphors.
I've been with the Niagara chicks too.
Oh boy.
Like, Speaking of which, no, I'm just...
Speaking of which,
shout out to 10 cent. No,
for a good time, call
1-800.
That reminds me,
up the ass.
I posted something, and believe me, I was intoxicated when I posted it. We were at Coyote Ugly Bar here in Oklahoma City downtown, and I went to the restroom, and on the wall it said, oh jeez, I'm already gonna mess this up because I can't remember. But basically, God, such and such, it gives the guy's name. But basically he's great at eating ass.
Eating groceries.
Or no, it said like eating ass.
Oh.
And so I come out of the bathroom and it's Chad Collins. Why do I remember that name?
You just straight up said his name.
So
Keep talking.
I come out. I go out to the bar and I'm with Jose, the Ho Whisperer.
I wonder if I'm related to this
And
guy.
I
By the
go,
way,
and I go, I just found out something. He goes, "What's up, man?" I said, "Chad Collins eats ass." And he's like, what the hell, Chance? I'm like, it says it on the bathroom wall. It's got to be true. I mean, right? That's social media.
that's what my search is. By the way, Chad Collins eats ass. Breaking news.
You're welcome.
Breaking news according to the bathroom.
Yep,
The Idiots Talk Sports. What?
that was me.
That is the first freaking...
I posted it. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I posted it.
Chad Collins on Pinterest.
See, I wouldn't have posted it if maybe I had a few less beers. But we were well into, boy, the dark stuff.
The dark side.
Yeah. So we had a breaking story. You know, I pride myself as an opinionist, and I kind of, touch and jump around a little bit in the journalism part.
There's a pro golfer that's named Chad Collins. Chad Michael Collins, the American actor.
Ooh, probably not him.
Never know.
Probably not. I'm not saying 100% not, but probably not.
Well, and you know how much I like to be in the now as far as it goes with trending trending stuff. And
Yeah.
I love saying the shit that kids say nowadays, like being in your feel, like I was in my feelings, or
I'm triggered or whatever.
being salty and
Yeah.
all these other things. But
Well, also we've got coming up.
that's called eating your groceries.
Eating your groceries.
That's what I've been told. Eating your groceries.
That you did not get with food stamps. No. We're also going to have a What Could Go Wrong videos. We're going to talk about NFL preseason football. And we're going to talk a little bit. We have to talk about, this is like the story that just came out
Shook the
as of
world.
last night. Shook the world. We're going to talk about Andrew Luck. Yeah, what? Well, we'll have a name for this segment. But we'll talk about Andrew Luck, that and more. And we are brought to you in part by LaCroix Foods. Have you heard about LaCroix Foods?
I have not. Tell me more.
Well, LaCroix, does LaCroix sound familiar?
Yeah, those little healthy carbonated drinks, I think.
Yeah. Well, they've branched out. LaCroix Foods, okay, you've already enjoyed the taste of nearly flavorless bubbling water with the slightest hint of flavor. But how can you enjoy similar subtle tastes elsewhere? Introducing LaCroix Foods. We've extracted almost all the flavor out of some of your favorite foods, leaving little else but a hint of its full flavor. You'll hardly even recognize some of your favorite foods, such as apples, steak, and even potato chips. LaCroix Foods, just a hint of flavor.
They're bound to have like a pizza variety. You know, everyone loves pizza.
Yeah, they'll do everything. I mean, they'll own all of it.
So it sounds like they specialize in ruining people's favorite foods.
You do what you're good at.
Well, and they're cornering the market. How many other companies do you know of that do things like that?
No. Everybody's fighting for full flavor.
leaving the undone chores, of society.
Right. But not LaCroix. They march to a different beat.
They are out there for the people.
They're out there for the people. LaCroix Foods, thankful for their sponsorship.
Fucking French.
Or maybe we're not so thankful.
You know who are also French?
Who?
Canadians.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking Canadians, man.
You got a problem with Canadians?
Yeah, it's just... They're not picked on enough. I think that's my main issue with Canadians.
Wow.
Everyone's got the... there's been Jew jokes forever, and there's been this and that and the other, but, like, where are the Canadian jokes?
So you're starting the Canadian front, like, just bullying.
Yeah.
Canadian bullying.
It's Canadian shaming, if you were.
Okay, all right. Okay, so you could do, like, the old dog shaming video, pictures.
Yeah.
Where you just have a Canadian, and then you make them hold a sign.
Yeah.
Well, like, I politely let 10 people through this front door. Just
like that. Well, yesterday I was telling you because yesterday I was listening to like the songs I've got downloaded on my phone, and I was just noting. Of course, a lot of them don't make fun. Well, if you do, I don't give a shit. Anyway, so I've got like Hopeless Romantic. So I've got a ton of like sappy old love songs. Which they don't make very many real sappy love songs anymore.
Gay.
But so I was listening. I was like, oh, there's another Canadian. Oh, there's another Canadian. There's another like on my list, like Chad Kroeger and Celine Dion and Bryan Adams and.
Who's the greatest Canadian?
Who's the great of all time? Who's the goat of Canadians?
Who's the Canadian goat?
Wow.
Well, let's go with just singing, because there's other aspects of, Jim Carrey.
Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's a singer.
He's a singer. Is Celine Dion the GOAT?
I'd have to say, yeah, as far as, like, talent. But, Bryan Adams, I like his singing and his vocals, but as far as, like, power and, but he's got the songwriting and the musician part. Celine's just got the vocals. She doesn't write any of her own shit.
Yeah, but Celine's considered greater than Bryan Adams. People kind of crap on Bryan Adams.
Yeah, well, like the South Park movie. They're like, hey, well, lest we forget, this isn't the first troublesome thing to come out of Canada. Let's not forget Bryan Adams. Well, the Canadian government has apologized for Bryan Adams on several occasions.
See, and I feel like I'm not knowledgeable enough. I don't know who all came from Canada or who didn't come from Canada.
Musically?
Musically.
Alanis Morissette.
Okay.
Chad Kroeger. Avril Lavigne.
Okay, I like Avril Lavigne, nice.
When Chad Kroeger and Avril Lavigne got married, for those of you who don't keep up with pop culture, I think they've been divorced since, but...
They were a Canadian power couple.
A Canadian power...
Right.
They were like the Brangelina of Canada.
Right.
That's
Chadvril.
Oh.
Chadvril Lavigne.
What's the...
Did he take her last name?
Chadvril Lavigne. Well, and because one of my favorite, shows, they make Canadian jokes all the time because one of their characters is Canadian.
Right, Robin is.
And so Alan Thicke... And so, of course, his son, that's another musician.
Robin Thicke.
Robin Thicke, he's another Canadian, but he's not really talented. I've heard from a few people, his concerts are ass. Like, he can't sing to save his life in, like, a live concert. So.
Oh, yeah. He does an ass concert?
An ass concert. He must know...
Myers Canadian?
Oh,
Mike Myers is Canadian. Yeah, no, but we start going actors. It's like, oh, here we go. Yeah, Michael J. Fox.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
I thought Mike Myers was like Irish or something.
Oh,
descent.
heck no, he's Canadian. Yeah.
Figures.
Yeah, figures. I knew it.
That son
Dang
of a
it.
bitch.
I knew it. Canadian.
And I always get them. It's either 3 Days Grace or Breaking Benjamin, but one of them is Canadian.
3 Days Grace.
It's 3 Days Grace. Yeah.
Yeah. If it was American, he'd only get one.
Oh, what's
One
that?
day of grace. That's all you get.
What's that band back in the day? I see you waiting, look so lonely. What band was that? Not for real, afraid to feel.
Oh, one hit wonder. That was The Calling, or no, not whatever the hell. I'm not.
But they're Canadian.
They're Canadian. So someone who's not Canadian, Mike Leach, head coach of the Washington State Cougars. He tweeted out something this week.
Did he lock another player in the locker?
No, he's been transformed. He's really gone on his sensitive side. He's really taking up for cats this week.
He's not in his feelings. Oh, he's in his
He's
feelings
in his
about
feelings.
cats.
Yeah. He wouldn't lock up a cat. So
Just a student athlete
just a student athlete
who has a very famous father, apparently.
right.
Wasn't it Collinsworth's kid?
I think it was, actually, now that I mention it. But yeah. So, cats. Mike Leach taking it for cats. And this is the actual tweet.
I do too.
I don't know what it's actually in response to, but it came out this week. This is in quotes. He says, I can't figure out people that hate cats. How do people generate that much animosity towards cats? It's just a cat. How is it different a squirrel, duck? Or we got the video up.
Here comes Chance Del Fuego. Oh, shit.
All right. All right. Hang on. We got this on a loop, but
Mine's glitchy as well.
yours is glitching.
Actually, I've seen this one, but yeah.
All right, you ready?
Ready.
Hit it.
Okay. So here's Exhibit A. Here's the power of a cat. Here he comes, the
Whack.
motorcyclist, and he's out. And then the cat's looking like, look at that.
I did that.
I did that. Nice. Let me lick my paw.
The deed is done.
The
Smack.
deed is done. Yeah. Got it.
That's curious. I wonder if this motorcyclist, because this is a pretty big video, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I wonder if the motorcyclist saw this, because what made him flip? It doesn't look like
He was just fine until the damn Jedi cat.
Yeah, there wasn't
Smacks
anybody
him in the-
around him, and makes him jackknife his wheel.
Right. Yeah. So that's Exhibit A, Mike Leach. Now we have Exhibit B.
I figured, well, you've already shown that one video on one of the shows where the guy was talking about that cat, to try and get him to get people to adopt him and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
What was his name?
Kiki or, something like that. Kiki the cat or Pinky. It was Pinky.
Pinky the cat.
Fucking Pinky the cat. All right, so here's... we have the video going.
Yeah, you ready?
Yeah, here we go. All right, so this cat won't even let this cat out, so you can take a shit. And this cat,
This asshole.
it zooms in on the other cat like, damn it. Look at that tail.
It's like a leaf. You remember, from the well, to get the water out?
Yes.
You'd have to pump
Oh, God. Have you ever felt like that cat just waiting, yeah.
This asshole's talking shit right in front of right to my face.
God, you could just see his soul darkening like that fucking tail. You couldn't even bother to let the other cat out first. No damn
Your
manners.
significant other's in the bathroom. I didn't take a shit.
I mean, this is a tiny bathroom here.
That look right there, just
Oh, the look says it all.
I hate my life. Give me cancer now, God.
Oh, so there we go. I've got two exhibits, Exhibit A, Exhibit B. The cats are assholes.
Well, I mean, I'm sure we could go all day on some.
Oh
cats
yeah,
being assholes.
absolutely. Like that's just the tip of the iceberg, man. That's
Cats are famous for getting up on top of shit and just like for no good reason, just knocking shit over. Like, oh, that was breakable. That's interesting.
yeah.
Pat.
Well, they say what was it in the Batman or whatever? It was like some people just want to see the world burn down or whatever.
Yeah.
Some cats do too.
They are totally the Joker. Well, when I was a kid, we had, because I was raised around cats. Parents actually raised show cats, Siamese. They never won a cat show, but they got second place on one, which is kind of cool.
Cat show.
As a blue Siamese, I think. Anyway, we had this chocolate Siamese, gorgeous cat. But I don't know if you remember those old. It was like, well, on one side there was like the paper like mat where it had like a river through it, and you would put like your cowboys and Indians and stuff on it.
Yeah.
And like little figurines. Well, we also had a like one of those kind of like 3D castle tower things.
Yeah.
And so you can put like your, I guess, archers and shit on it. And so my brother had like sit there and put the stuff on the top. And so the cat Linus gets in there into the castle and just like the whole, like knocks them all down and then.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Like, you a-hole.
If only YouTube was available back then.
Yeah, no kidding.
That's what they do.
Back in the late 80s, something like that.
Early 20s.
Early
Right before Prohibition.
Yeah, that's when the cats really thrived. They're like, oh, so I get to fuck with you and you can't drink.
Yeah, you're sober now. Oh.
You can't drink my problems away that I give to you.
Ooh. All right, so this past week, Major League Baseball issued a warning. They sent out basically a memo, TPS reports. No, they sent out
with the cover sheets.
Yeah, you got to have the cover sheet with God, guys. But they sent out a warning to all the players that there's just this mass hysteria, apparently, of players that are testing positive for PED, these PED tests.
Performance-enhancing drugs.
Right. And it's stemming from the purchasing, and they literally said convenience store, but convenience store sex pills.
Like, was
ingredients in these...
Extends, I think, is one of them that's really big.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, extends.
Yeah.
Because it extends your penis. No. Like, those probably aren't hardcore enough. Hardcore.
Right.
To, like, if you maintain an erection for 4 hours in a row, call your doctor. Which, some guys I've talked to are like, no, I'm not going to call a doctor. I'm just going to keep going.
Well, I think after a while there does,
you got to have the blood flowing to other places.
Right, and I'm sure there's got to be an extent, like a certain amount of pain at some point.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and annoyance.
I'm just imagining. I don't know.
I've never had that issue, so...
Yeah.
I've had that issue where...
The 4 hour?
Well, I've had issues
Or the
where
pain.
I couldn't get it to go away during coitus, but, that's alcohol's problem.
During coitus?
Yes, during coitus,
Okay.
I've had that issue where
Right.
I can't get it to go away.
Oh, well,
But
yeah, that's the thing.
yeah, it's like, for me, I have the opposite of whiskey dick.
Yeah.
Instead of being, like, it's just like
So, ladies, now you know.
nonstop.
You can reach him at Drunk Tim. Twitter handle.
Actually,
At Drunk Tim.
you'll probably see my phone number on, the bathroom.
Snapchat code. You don't have Snapchat. Never mind.
No, I'm not.
You can't reach him, actually.
I'm not a 14-year-old girl.
Oh. So they basically warn these baseball players, if you're taking these over the counter, which I'm sure is rampant. Wait a minute, how old are these baseball players again, by the way?
Grown ass men.
Yeah, but they're not like, I don't know. I always think of like, hey, I'm taking sex pills. Like, oh, dude, you're old.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, these are like athletes and like, are they counteracting the steroids they're getting away with or something? Like the shrinkage of the balls? I don't know. Because, like, why are you taking sex pills if you're like a 20-something-year-old athlete? Or, okay, maybe you're in your early 30s, but still.
You shouldn't be having issues like that.
Typically, man, 40s, 50s, mainly, that's when it's like, oh, well, I'm seeing a drop in, I've been counting sperm, and it looks like I'm not counting as many. Is counting sperm like counting sheep? That's a random improv thought. Counting sperm like counting sheep. Just, 1, 2.
And of course, there's millions and just like a drop of semen. Yeah.
When they say you're 1 in a million, it's true. But yeah, so I don't know if this is Major League Baseball. I don't know if this is their way of because they've already had issues with the whole, people are complaining about they're saying the balls are juiced. A lot of more home runs this year.
The baseballs.
Yeah.
I think
what kind of juice?
I would think that those balls are unjuiced.
Right. Yeah, they're saying the balls are juiced. We're seeing way more home runs this year. And so it's almost like they're kind of like, oh, hey, guys, watch out. Some of y'all have been coming up on these, because, we know y'all have been buying those sex pills at the convenience stores. I mean, they literally said convenience store, not just random, you've been buying, hey, those sex pills or your Viagra's or whatever.
Extends.
Yeah, they're like, those convenience store sex pills are showing up on the PED test, so you might want to stay away from that.
I'm interested. What fucking thing is popping up on a drug test from...
I'm glad you asked. Let's find out. If it's good enough for Major League Baseball players, Major League Baseball players, then it's good enough for the average Joe.
Man, I need some books from high school so that way I can...
Ooh. Okay, so for this fuel blend of 750 milligrams, it looks like we've got Juglana Regia. Oh yeah, Regia extract.
Is that
it's got some amino methaflacus.
Got meth in it.
It's got meth in it. Yeah, that.
Timolifenocodine. This is almost like dinosaur names. Diplithothosaurus. Acetylene. I recognize that one. Tyrosine and piperine from Piper nigrum. Not to be confused. I don't know. I've never heard of this. So anyway, there you go. That's in convenience store pills. Yeah, whatever. There we go. And we bought these for the research.
Yes.
I don't know. Put them in the no-no place. But I don't know. I wonder if it's baseball's way of covering up this whole
steroid,
or trying to at least explain, because it's not getting talked about much because not as many people care about baseball anymore. But the reality is the home run numbers month to month from overall teams, players, the whole thing has skyrocketed. It's at all-time highs.
I hear that the strikeouts are too.
Yes, they are. It's either swing for the fences or strike out. That's a strategy. But like the numbers are so much higher now with home runs. It's not like there's one guy that's like going to go break the home run record. It's just like an all-encompassing, like, overall, everybody's hitting more home runs.
Everyone's swinging for the fences.
Right. So it's almost baseball's way of kind of, behind the scenes, like, well, we're going to explain this. Hey, guys, look out for that, those convenience store sex pills.
That's not like because obviously baseball has such a bad PR, and the way
bad rep for the steroids.
Bad rep for the steroids. So it makes me think like they're
Let
using
them take
that.
them.
That makes it seem like they're using that as a look. We're in control of this stuff. We're warning these people about the sex pills.
Yeah, just save your sport. Let them take whatever they want.
Let's have the Incredible Hulk out there batting.
Let's not dance around it, man. We've already had people like the Incredible Hulk out there hitting anyway.
Yeah,
they just got away with it or
Red
got a
Hulk's-
slap on the wrist. So
Red Hulk's throwing the ball to him.
hell yeah, man.
Roger Clemens.
Red Hulk. Yes, make it a level deal, man. Don't just let the hitters be able to do it. Let the pitchers be able to.
Yeah. Oh Lordy, I hate that mother because like he actually he was one of my favorite players of all time.
Oh, Clemens, yeah.
And it's like you get caught, man. Let it be.
Own it.
Own it.
Own it.
Don't sit there and just continuously fight it and like, no, man, this is blah blah blah. Like, dude, you got caught. There's actual literal proof.
Yeah.
Drop it. Maybe he might have even had a shot at being considered for the Hall of Fame if he'd have just shut the fuck up and own it and admit to it and just say,
But that wasn't just him. There were several of them like that wouldn't own it.
I'm sure Barry
they just
Bonds.
said deny. Barry Bonds.
Yeah.
But what's funny is the ones that did own up to it, like the fans and everybody just kind of gave them like, okay, cool, you owned up to it, and let's move on with your life, But the ones that are just like, no, deny. We're like, we're not stupid. We know. We know you did.
It's almost, it's not the exact same thing, but it's like with the whole, the Harvey Weinstein or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Just females coming out of the woodworks. A ton of females coming out to say this. Just like with Cosby, it's like, pretty sure this has to be true. They're not going to get fucking 20 chicks or however many people that are all just, really hate this dude or whatever. And, he's denying it left and right.
Yeah.
But that's what I liked about Louis C.K. is, he was accused of inappropriate behavior and this kind of stuff. And he, he was like, you know what? I did. I was inappropriate and, I apologized to the parties involved and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And he took a hit on his popularity and stuff like that, but people aren't, grabbing their pitchforks and shit after him. 'Cause, they shouldn't. Come on, man. We're all human. We all fuck up and do shit.
Definitely. Yeah, shoot, every day.
Some more than others, but
Some more than others. Oh, all right. So that's baseball. Otherwise, no one else cares. Astros are good. Dodgers are good. Fuck them. So, all right, that's baseball in a nutshell. But what we are excited about, NFL preseason football is still going on.
I'm not excited anymore.
We just finished up week 3 of preseason football. Next week is week 4, and then we're getting that much closer to the actual regular season. And now we get to begin our own little segment we like to call Andrew Luck. What the fuck?
Did you want me to say it with you at the same time? Or?
Well, it's okay.
I didn't know if that's how that one
Because
worked.
you're the one who really should be passionate about this, not me.
Yeah, I'm fucking pissed.
Last week, after last week's show, we did a fantasy football draft. I get it. It's fantasy football. How serious is it? But somebody took somebody as the number 1 draft pick.
He was my first fucking pick.
Andrew Luck was his number 1 draft pick. which I said wasn't smart in the first place. I mean, quarterbacks. But that was his first pick, and now he's like, well, Drunk Tim drafted me. I think I'm going to retire.
After like 5 seasons.
Yeah.
Right? 5 or 6 seasons?
6 seasons with the Indianapolis Colts. Third. I think he's like third all time on their passing yards and stuff like that.
Which is really impressive.
In only 6 seasons, yeah.
Well, really 5 because he sat out the whole season the year before last.
Yeah. But Andrew Luck announces his retirement last night to the shock of
the world.
Yeah, really the world. I guess he had been contemplating for, he said, about a week and a half to 2 weeks now. So there were some people in the know, but it didn't really leak out or anything. But he comes out, retires, says he's basically been on this program of I get injured, rehab, I'm injured again. He's just done with it. He said,
2 weeks.
Football's no longer even fun anymore.
2 weeks before the regular season starts.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Andrew Luck.
Wow.
Well,
So yeah, that's your hot take.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm not really. I've never really hated the Colts or anything. I've liked the Colts, especially like when Manning was there, and there was somebody there to actually put up a fighting chance against beating Brady and shit. But, just like the fans and everything, like what an ass thing to do. What a real dick move, Andrew.
Well, I'm going to go with devil's advocate.
After all that being said, let's do devil's advocate here.
Andrew Luck has gone through multiple shoulder injuries. He's dealt with a punctured kidney.
Good.
Was out the entire 2017 season. He made it through last season, but dealt with injuries that season as well. He's been injured.
He had a great season last year.
Pretty much every year he's been in the NFL.
4 times Pro Bowler.
Oh, yeah. Was a Pro Bowler last year on his comeback tour.
The comeback player of the year.
One of the few people to retire after having a Pro Bowl season. But then he starts this year. He has the ankle injury which is connected to it, a calf injury. It was nagging. They would say, it's 2 weeks, 2 to 4 weeks, and then now it's starting to last a little longer. And so there were some rumblings like, is Andrew Luck okay? Is he going to make it? Is he going to be able to start week 1? And there was even a little bit of question mark there. And so I think he finally was just. I think he's just. I don't know. I get it as a human being. There comes a point where you're just like, I'm not playing anyway. I'm constantly hurt. I don't know. I think there is, it's one of those things that's a personal decision that he feels like is right for him and his family.
So he had to give money back to the Colts, right?
Well, there's money, he whatever guaranteed money he had, he gets. But yeah, if you don't play certain seasons, you lose out on that money. You just don't receive that.
I wonder how much.
I don't know if there's money that he has to get back, though.
I wonder how much was left on his contract.
Yeah, that part I'm not sure. Now, if he decides, like, if he starts feeling better by next year or in 2 years, like, he starts getting that itch of, I really want to play football, I feel like I made a mistake, he would still be under the rights of the Colts. Like, if he came back to football, he wouldn't be a free agent. Yeah, he would have to come back and play for the Colts. Because they would still have the rights to him, which is weird, but kind of a unique situation for, the Colts and them. But
he signed a 5-year, $122 million contract in 2016.
That's it?
So, like 16, 17, 18, 19.
Yeah.
So, I'm assuming that 16 was part of that 5 years.
2021, something like that?
So, he would have still 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So he would have had this year and next year on his contract left.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure money wasn't an issue. He was already coming from money from his dad and everything. And then, of course, the contracts. He's probably pretty decent with his money already. So it's not. I don't think money's an issue for Andrew Luck. But, some of the fans booed last night when he left the field. Of course, because I'm sure a majority of the jerseys in the stands are Andrew Luck jerseys. They showed a video where a guy just takes off his Andrew Luck. It just looks like he just got kicked in the nuts, just kind of just takes off his Andrew Luck jersey in the stands. Just like, damn, well, there went that season. Because I know I picked the Colts to win the South last week.
I think I did too.
I'm not picking that anymore. I know you're supposed to stick with your picks, but they did finally build a team around Andrew Luck, and now the centerpiece is out. Like, well, Jacoby Brissett, he's a decent. Decent is not going to make it. It's not going to cut it.
No.
And then who's his backup?
Jacoby Brissett.
Yeah, he did all right under New England, but a lot of times just because you're in the New England system, you get a little overhyped. You go and play somewhere else, you're not so good anymore.
Yeah, I mean, like, I wonder how many starts he's ever had.
He's had a few. Because he had to start when Andrew Luck got hurt.
Well, and at one time he played under Tom Brady at the Patriots, if
Right.
I'm not...
Yeah, and he showed promise there. Well, now we'll see for sure. He's the starting quarterback for the Colts going into game one now, so it's his team all of a sudden with a team that they've built that's decent and was built around Andrew Luck. So we'll see how he does, but just kind of a real shocker. I mean, there hasn't been that many that kind of retirement shockers. When it comes to football, the first thing that I thought of was the Jim Brown retirement. He was still in his prime and
Yeah, he just...
dominating running the football.
I remember the story about him. He was just like, yeah, I've accomplished everything I wanted to accomplish,
And just done.
Rushing record. And then I don't think he ever got a Super Bowl, though.
Off the top of my head, I don't know.
The Browns, right?
Yeah.
Jim Brown played for the Browns. Yeah, weird.
What are the odds?
Well, it's even weirder with Sean, what's his name? Sean Bradley. Played for the 76ers. His number was 76, and he was 7'6". That's the weirdest thing.
Whoa. That's it. Sign of the apocalypse.
The sign of the apocalypse.
No. So, that happened last night. Andrew Luck retires, whatever. So he's out. Which was funny because, look, Andrew Luck was supposed to, when he was getting drafted, his ratings were as high as John Elway, when John Elway was coming into the league. Like, you know how they rate him on all the different things or whatever? Oh, this guy's going to be the next great quarterback, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, yeah.
Andrew Luck, no one had hit the high marks like Elway had until Andrew Luck. And they were like, man, this is a can't-miss prospect. And they even were quick to boot Peyton Manning out of there.
Wow.
To get Andrew Luck.
Oh, yeah.
Remember?
Get him from yeah.
Remember? They just kind of like, Peyton, love you. Thanks for that Super Bowl. We're getting this Andrew Luck guy.
Well, not
miss.
Not just the Super Bowl victory, but thanks for taking us to another Super Bowl. You know that you lost, but
you lost. Yeah.
And on top of that, just all the wins in the regular seasons and all the tickets and merchandise sold.
Yeah, but you're getting older. Get out. We have the sure thing right here. We have the sure thing. 6 years later. The sure thing retires. There was no question about his talent. I mean, he really was good. If the Colts would have done a better job in the first place of actually surrounding him with people until now, waiting this long to do it, he probably wouldn't have got killed so much back there.
Oh, yeah.
So a lot of that I do put on the Colts organization for just kind of throwing him out there without any offensive line or anything like that. So
who's there?
R.I.P. Andrew Luck.
Okay.
And Colts.
No, fuck off, Andrew Luck.
That's his take.
Who's P. Walker?
Hey.
No, he's the guy who's now second under Brissett.
I don't know, but start going with a P. Walker.
Paul Walker, like, too soon.
Yeah, he came back from the dead to quarterback, be a backup quarterback.
Oh, Phillip Walker. Zero stats. And
Zero stats.
This is his third year. And he's been with I guess he must have been drafted by the Colts. He's 24. Was born in February of 95. Fuck, I hate being old.
Yeah. Cleveland Browns played a preseason game this week. They played the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And as much as I would like to do, our thing is when Baker rocks the house, we do a crotch grab, we do a Baker salute. I can't do a Baker salute this week.
No, it looks kind of bad.
Baker did not have a great game this week.
It looked like he was having to get rid of the ball pretty soon on most of the snaps that I saw. They were just blitz constantly.
O-line looked a little weak, to be honest. He had a couple of good throws, but he looked off, timing looked off, which it'll look that way if your O-line's going Olay. I mean, your timing is off if all of a sudden, oh, God, these guys are in my face. But even Kareem Hunt, he rushed the ball a few times. He averaged 2 yards a carry. He's supposed to be a big-time runner for them when he comes back from suspension.
Yeah.
And plus they have the other running backs, too, like Nick Chubb. But the offense just did not. Chubb.
I just got a Chubb.
But the offense just was not clicking at all for Cleveland. But you got to give it up to him for this. And this is one of the reasons why they're being picked to be successful this year is because of that damn defense. I said it before, that pickup of Olivier Vernon from the Giants to add to Myles Garrett on the other side for pass rushing.
Well,
wow.
SI's got them as a Super Bowl contender.
That defense, that front seven, they sacked Jameis Winston 5 times in the first half.
Damn, I guess I didn't see that
Yeah.
part. Good Lord.
Of course, they were only out there for the first half. They pitched a shutout. The Buccaneers couldn't do a thing. So they shut him out first half. They get 5 sacks. They're all up in Jameis's face. I mean, that defense, if it's anything like it was that night this year, the defense is going to keep them alive and let that offense be able to figure things out. Of course, their big receivers haven't been out playing in the preseason. Odell Beckham Jr. hasn't been playing. Jarvis Landry hasn't been playing. So once that all comes together, it may look a little bit different.
They're healthy, though, right?
They're healthy, yeah.
It's just why even risk it? We know they're going to be our 1 and 2.
Exactly.
We know they're our starters.
Exactly. So we'll see how it goes. We're still hopeful. We know they're going to play well. They're going to do well this year.
It kind of sucks, though. It pisses me off a little bit. They're going to sit them, but they're not going to sit the motherfucker that's going to be throwing them the ball. What? I don't know. It didn't make sense to me, but...
Well, of all the positions, the quarterback needs the most reps, as far as getting back into a rhythm.
Yeah.
It's been a bad week for Baker as well. Not just the preseason game, but going into it, an article was made on GQ back in April, and this came out this week. He had some comments. He's being interviewed by GQ. He had some comments about the Giants draft pick, Daniel Jones. They picked up Daniel Jones at quarterback from Duke University, number 6 pick, right? Well, people were just kind of like, what the hell, Daniel Jones? Well, in the quote-unquote interview by GQ, Baker had said, I don't understand why they would pick up Daniel Jones in that high, basically. So he makes that comment and goes on further about looking at wins and losses and winning in college and stuff like that. And so now, as a result, remember that interview took place back in April. Well, now it's just now coming out. And, of course, Daniel Jones is actually having a good preseason with the Giants. And so now people are really coming after Baker, all the haters. And they're just like, oh, Baker's talking about other quarterbacks, and he's immature, and he doesn't know what he's talking about. And even our own local people are, coming after Baker for saying this stuff. And it's just crazy because it's one of those things.
Coca-Cola.
This isn't the first time that GQ has had an incident where, because Baker Baker kind of backtracked a little bit. He didn't. He kind of came out and eventually said, "Hey, I've connected with Daniel Jones. I've talked to him, apologized, and we've made this all. We're all good, you know."
Good.
But everybody's kind of crushing him. But I want to take the other side of it, and I want to take up for Baker Mayfield, because I'm telling you, this is not the first time that GQ has been. He basically said it was taken out of context. Although he did say, "I don't wear stuff," but like.
That's not even really that harsh of a thing to say.
But it's the first time. But it's not the first time somebody has said this about GQ. They're like, "Well, we're just talking," because a lot of times when they're interviewing these guys, it's just this long discussion. They're having these talks, right? And sometimes you just don't know if you're being recorded or if they're taking notes. You're just having a conversation. So I could see it as Baker just being a guy. And then it's like, well, the Giants draft Daniel Jones at the 6th pick. And I could just see him as a guy and a football guy going, wow, that's kind of shocking. I can't believe the Giants took him at the number 6 pick. Right?
Yeah.
And then GQ puts it out there, and then the social media latches on to it how many months later? And now it's just like, oh, Baker, what a real D-bag. He's calling out other quarterbacks. You know, he's this, he's that. And you know what I say to that? Look, I don't think that calling out another person, like a quarterback calling out another quarterback, I don't think that that's cool. But all that said, here's what I want to say to all of the media out there that's coming after Baker. I'll be the Baker apologist here. Fuck all of y'all. Because you all said the same damn thing when the Giants drafted Daniel Jones. Every single fucking one of you said that. They were like, Giants? Daniel Jones? Number 6 pick? Are we sure? Why did they do that? Oh no. All of them said it. It's hypocritical. Fuck y'all. You can't come after Baker when you're saying the same damn thing. Well, look, I mean, I'm sure you can research it. You can find it. Look up any sports media members. When Daniel Jones was drafted, what did they say? They were all saying the same thing. Daniel Jones, number 6? Boy, really? Same thing. Baker just basically said the same thing the media did, but he's catching the crap because, well, he's a quarterback. Well, he's a guy. He's a person.
He's a sports fan.
He's a sports fan, and he was surprised, just like every single one of these people that are coming after him. So F that. F all y'all for that. So, you know what? So he's not allowed to say anything?
Well, yeah.
I mean, in the grand scheme of things, it's probably for the best that he didn't say it, but that's one of those growing up things. You're just like, well, not that, I don't know about growing up, but you just, a learning moment where I'm in front of a writer, I'm in front of a journalist. I know that they're going to use anything and everything or they could use anything and everything I say. I need to be careful and edit what I say.
And it's not even, like I was saying, it's not even really that big of a thing. It's not like he was like, you know, this guy sucks dick for a living or something like that, you know. This guy's just a terrible person. He shouldn't be allowed to live. He was just...
If I remember right, we do have the video on that.
And he's not really even... It doesn't even really sound like he's attacking the quarterback, the player. It sounds like he's more attacking the organization, the franchise, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Well, when they said that he's backtracking, he was saying that in his own way, he wasn't going after Daniel Jones. He just thought, just coming at him from so high, you know. I don't know, man. I think it's just ridiculous. It's not. He wasn't the only person on the planet that was shocked that Daniel Jones got drafted at that level. And you know what? And Daniel Jones, who of course has handled it with class, he's just going out and playing football. Let that be his motivation. If it was roles reversed, I mean, people are keep dogging Baker, and they're like, he was taken number 1, the number 1 pick. That's ridiculous. He's undersized and blah, 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 right?
Yeah.
So what does he do? He uses it for motivation. Well, if Daniel Jones is smart, he could use it for the same thing.
People were like, whenever Jerry fucking Rice was drafted, they're like, who? this guy from a Division III A school, Mississippi Valley State, I believe.
That's what it was.
And they're like, "Who the fuck is this?"
He's only know my name here, and
he's only not even arguably. He is, I think everybody would say, the greatest fucking receiver of all time.
Yeah, that's not even in question.
No one will ever touch his career receiving yards records. I don't think he has.
And we're now
touchdowns.
even in more of a passing age than they were back then.
Yeah, and they'll still never touch it.
So, I
It's
just think
22,000 yards receiving.
Even the Giants fans at the draft, when they drafted Daniel Jones, they booed.
Oh, wow.
So I'm just saying, look, let's not act like this atrocity has taken place here. I mean,
it's funny how the state of New York is more of a fucking Giants team, fans than they are the Jets, who play in the same
but that's
freaking
normal.
Stadium.
Yeah, I don't know. That's just how it works.
I think Rex Ryan was the person that brought it to my attention. The Jets were playing pretty well and everything, and the Giants were playing like shit.
Yeah.
But all over the papers and all the news is all about how the Giants are sucking instead of how the Jets are playing well. You know,
the
it's
Jets are the stepchild of the
Yeah, what is that?
Well, even from a national perspective, I listen to a lot of different things nationally, and what's funny is the Giants are going to be horrible this year.
Again,
there's just no way around it. But that's what I hear about all the time. I hear about the Giants. I don't hear about how good the Chiefs are going to be, or the Chargers, or I hear about the Giants. That's what I hear about.
Oh,
when I'm listening to
the Cowboys.
Yeah, the Cowboys are a national brand, but you hear about the Giants all the time, and they're not going to do jack squat this year.
Or next year, or the year after that, probably.
But we hear about this Daniel Jones deal. And Daniel Jones is doing it great. I even have his numbers. His preseason in 3 weeks so far, he's 25 of 30 passes for 369 yards, 2 touchdowns, and no picks.
Fuck.
That's his preseason.
That's
That's a great preseason.
That's an amazing preseason. That's like some Tony Romo fucking preseason numbers.
You should be happy you drafted me number 6, motherfucker. That's that kind of stats. But I'm just telling you, when he was drafted, everybody was just like, what the hell? Whether you're a Giants fan, national media, so whatever. Don't be hypocrites. Baker was just thinking the same way you all were. Get off of it. That's my little 2 cents. So, there you go. Good. I don't know if we played this video yet. I got lost on that, but the Browns did have one highlight. I got to pull this up for you. I don't know if you saw the video.
I don't think so.
I can show it.
He's going to... This was probably the highlight of the week for the Browns, but it was in practice.
Well, and
Practice?
Even the... Okay, Iverson.
We're talking about practice?
Fucking Iverson.
Practice.
They're like, Baker didn't play that well or whatever, but... He doesn't have his 2 all-star fucking receivers.
Yeah, you just don't take too much into account.
Holy shit!
Yeah, that's Odell Beckham Jr. That's who Baker's throwing to this year, by the way.
Well, yeah, we know about his one-handed catches where he did... Oh, fuck.
That's how he practices.
That's just not fair.
Just in case.
Just in case that comes up in a game. The galloping between the legs catch.
I gotta say though, who I guess that's a coach that's throwing him the ball like that. That's pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Aside from the amazing
That's a nice little toss. Yeah.
Like, hey, I need you to throw it right here, not like this part like on my body, but like specifically when I'm running, I'm gonna jump right there. So I need you to.
Yeah, I need you to put it in that spot.
Yeah.
An inch too high, and
whoops. He's not waiting for that one.
That was a perfect spiral in my junk.
With my hand.
With my nuts. Oh my gosh. I am slacking.
You were dropping the ball, unlike
Unlike
Somebody
Odell,
we know.
I need two hands. Right? Unlike Odell.
Oh, catching the football. Yeah.
He's a one-hander.
I thought you meant like
We
in life.
are the Idiots Talk Sports, also known as Tits. We are brought to you in part by Anabolic Steroids. Anabolic Steroids. Seriously, what do you have to lose? Oh, yeah. Your testicles. Also brought to you in part by Shasta. Shasta. Don't they use this to clean oil rigs? Also brought to you in part by Hand-Me-Downs. Hand-Me-Downs. Bully magnets since before Christ.
I wonder if did Jesus' brother Jerry Christ did he get his hand-me-downs?
I don't. Maybe probably. Yeah. Here's your brother Jesus' sandals. Brought to you in part by Jaeger. Jaeger, take a shot of Hitler's soul. Oh man. And then and also brought to you in part by Dispensary Edibles. Dispensary Edibles. That bag of pretzels was great. What year is it? So, shout out to all our great sponsors out there.
Always keeping us going, man. Keeping us afloat. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for them.
Literally, yeah.
Literally.
So now it's time for kind of a entertaining / learning session called our What Could Go Wrong videos.
One of my faves.
What could possibly go wrong? Well, we find out each and every week.
Well, we found out last night what could go wrong. Hi, I'm Andrew Luck, and I retire. You know.
Right.
That could go wrong, apparently. So we'll see.
You should hang on to him just in case he comes back.
Well, he's not Brett Favre'ing the shit out of this.
Oh man. All right, so our first video up, like to call this "What Could Go Wrong If I Go Streaking on Campus." We got it pulled up.
Yep. Ready? One,
Is it Will Ferrell?
three, go.
And here we go. Oh shoot, mine's got lag.
Oh shit.
So we're gonna have a delayed response.
And there we go.
There we go. What's going on here?
Ow.
And that's a big bitch.
Oh shit!
Bam!
Ooh! Just gets tased.
God, I hadn't seen a tech.
Hardcore Bush going on.
Yeah,
there.
you saw the bush. Oh, where's the landscaping crew? Here we go. And oh God,
She bounced.
Is that a she or a he?
that's a she. Yeah.
I
Here,
think
let's
that's
keep
just-
watching. Let's.
I think that's just a really fat dude. Wow.
That might be a really fat dude. Because there's just no.
I'm looking for flopping.
Yeah, I'm looking for titty. I'm looking
Yeah,
for titty.
I think I saw floppage whenever they hit the.
God. Yeah, he needs the Dollar Shave Club. Oh! There we go.
That was either
So-
his hand or I don't know.
Yeah.
Damn.
So there you go.
He was having a poor day.
That's what could go wrong.
That's in like broad daylight. That's like midday.
You got to start early. You know, some of these frat houses.
Hopefully it was
Get
at least
going.
a weekend.
Wonder if he was dared to do that or if that was just on his own.
Like he was supposed to be in class at that time.
That's what the professors now do. They chase you with tasers.
You're coming to learn. You're learning fucking calculus today, asshole.
I get bonuses off attendance. So, our next video of What Could Go Wrong is called What Could Go Wrong If I Try to Act Like an Action Hero. All right, so...
Like Jason Statham?
Well, this is, with like a minivan. Here we go.
With a minivan?
There we go. And it's slow-mo, which I always love slow-mo.
Oh,
this does not end well.
The Phantom camera.
I just want you, spoiler alert. And there's your face.
Oh.
Up until that, it was looking pretty cool.
I don't think he
was looking
understands.
like, here, let's refresh. Here we go. Let's
sure
see
he-
this again.
He doesn't understand how physics work.
To the Batmobile.
Don't pull down until your head's in.
Alfred! Alfred! I got a facial hemorrhage.
It was a big dog.
No. This is one of those where you just didn't think it all through. Oh, next week's lift. There we
And
go.
if you see like his plant foot kind of skids a little bit, but I don't think that's probably not why.
There's no way that ends well. You're not going to land in and pull in the door.
He's not Indiana Jones.
This.
He grabs his hat right before he closes it.
All right. This next one. Now, this one really just sounds obvious from the title. But what could go wrong if I chainsaw from a ladder?
This can't be good.
Give me a second on that one.
All right. Mine's taking a second anyway.
Good.
So.
All right, and hit it.
All right. So.
Oh.
Yeah, there's different safety protocols that are just being ignored here. All right, so she's like, "Oh my god." Well, there's the chainsaw dropping.
Almost gets her.
Almost gets her. There goes the
So
ladder.
the chain's still running, right?
Down goes Frazier. Down goes.
That could have just straight up chopped her fucking arm
Oh
off.
yeah, no, this could have been worse. So there's silver lining here, but damn.
I can't believe she's still going down the ladder so slowly after she just had a fucking chainsaw
She's
right
probably
next.
freaked out. She's like, I need to get off this now. I
No,
need to
that's
get
what
down.
That's what I'm saying. Get down faster, like fucking jump.
Yeah.
Like she's like, oh well, that could have been really bad. Let me just make sure I gingerly get off of this ladder. Like what the hell?
Yeah. I'm really surprised she didn't lose her arm there.
She should have totally Van Halen that shit. Like might as well jump. No.
There you go. So that's what could go wrong. Don't chainsaw from a ladder. With a female underneath you.
Apparently.
And a secondary ladder. And there just seems to be multiple, like, oh shit, we didn't really...
Unfortunately, they need a Chance Del Fuego in their life to tell them, don't do
I
that.
should have been there with a hard hat.
What's the thing you do? Like, you're doing it wrong.
You're doing it wrong. She wasn't even wearing a hard hat. So,
No, wait, no, that isn't.
so, all right. So, hey, college football, just a real quick couple of notes. Jalen Hurts for the University of Oklahoma is named the official starter for the Sooners. Shock and disbelief. Like, what did we all think was going to happen? No, we're going to have him transfer from Alabama so he could sit on the bench. Of
Yeah.
course he's going to be the starter. It's funny because, like, Lincoln Riley the whole time's like, well, we got this quarterback battle. And sure you do. That's cute. Sure you do.
Yeah, we're not going to start this guy who's got a fucking ring already.
Yeah, the guy that's 26-2 is a starting quarterback. No, we're going to bench that asshole. No. Oh, we got a real battle going on. I don't know if that's trying to make the OU fans feel better. Like, oh, in the wings, you've got great quarterbacks.
No, that's making the quarterbacks who are obviously and for sure not going to get the starting job.
Yeah, I got to work for
So
it.
you're telling me there's a chance?
Right. Like, dude, come on. We knew Jalen Hurts was going to be the starting quarterback.
Just go out on the practice squad, asshole.
Right. Last night was the opening game of the college football season. I don't know if you got to see it.
No, I didn't get to see it.
University of Miami took on the University of Florida last night. Primetime game. Of course, College Game Day was there. It was the only game going on.
And apparently Miami has been doing really shitty being unranked and playing against top 10, AP top 10. I think I saw that, though.
Yeah. I don't know if you saw the video. I didn't pull it up, but there's a video where Michael Irvin, of course, Michael Irvin came from the University of Miami. He's trying to get the fans hyped up, and he's out there, and he's like, I mean, he's just like, it's intense. If you ever get an opportunity to see
Irvin, put the crack pipe down.
Yeah, it looks like he just got the rocks and said, let's go. He took some of those convenience store sex pills, and they gave him a microphone. So... Anyway, so he got the Miami crowd hyped up, and they lost. Florida pulls it out. 24 pulls out. They pull out. Anyway, 24-20. They pull out the victory.
So he didn't
Is that a thing?
Didn't get the victory pregnant?
No. Yeah. It's a win-win.
Pull off the victory.
Pull off the victory. Pull out the victory.
Pull out. Yeah.
24-20. University of Florida, ranked number 8 going in. They defeat the Miami Hurricane, further acknowledging that the ACC sucks.
Oh yeah.
Because Florida is not even top tier of the SEC right now.
Yeah, they're probably mid.
Mid. Yeah, maybe.
Maybe
like
mid division.
Well, yeah.
They're 14.
Good. They're okay. Good enough to be ranked 8th in the country going in, but.
Oh well, yeah. If they're 8th in the country, then yeah, they're probably not just mid SEC. Then that would probably put them in
probably
top 4 SEC.
Maybe, yeah.
Top 5 out of 14 teams.
Right. So, but they pull off the victory. They get the win. Yada yada, whatever.
Which I fucking hate that. 14 teams. That's too many. Give us 2 of them. I would be tickled pink if we got Arkansas.
Oh, you mean if the Big 12 actually had 12 teams instead of 10?
Yeah.
And then the Big 10 actually had 10 teams instead of 12?
Yeah, that would be neat.
Huh. It's weird.
It's a novel idea.
These are colleges, whatever. These are what our kids are learning.
Yeah, I was about to say, I thought these were academic, places. Good job, brain. Looks like I need to go to these things.
Yeah, no kidding, man. Maybe
academic establishments.
University of South New Hampshire Online. Oh my God.
Southside, New Hampshire.
All right. All right. Well, that's our college football quick note. Not a whole lot going on. Just the one game last night. We'll definitely talk a lot more college football next week. As the Oklahoma Sooners, their opening game is on a Sunday night, which is odd, but it is on ABC, taking on the University of Houston down in Norman. It's big time amount of college football games next weekend, Saturday, and then going into Sunday. We'll preview some of that and get you all hyped up for some University of Oklahoma football and whatever else.
Well, you know how much I love the Sooners and everything like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, they're pretty good about not picking the biggest cupcakes in the country like Alabama does. Texas is bad about doing that shit. OSU does that. But who was it? It was like they're playing their second game as South Dakota, I think.
Something like that.
You
have to have a cupcake game in there sometimes.
I mean, I'm not totally dogging on them because they are playing Houston, which is one of those schools that you don't really want to just, say, oh, we're going to beat the shit out of them for sure.
Yeah.
And UCLA, and they're playing it at LA, so, it's not going to be, they're not playing against high schools like Alabama does a lot.
There you go. Well, we are the Idiots Talk Sports. We want to thank you for watching. We are also known as Tits, and we are brought to you in part by several sponsors, actually. We're brought to you in part by Jaeger, German for homosexual milk. We did the, I think we got that from Rosetta Stone. That's a word-for-word translation. Brought to you in part by Allegiant Airlines. Allegiant Airlines, keep climbing, because that's how you is going to get there. All right. Allegiant Airlines. Allegiant Airlines made with today's most reliable duct tape.
Like the Gorilla Glue or... Well, no,
Duct tape.
No, but they have the... Well, they say that Flex Seal or whatever. It's supposed to be... Yeah, it's supposed to be like a better version of the duct tape.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they even have the spray-on shit. It's...
Oh, yeah, Flex Seal.
Yeah, Flex Seal.
Yeah, you can still use a boat.
Yeah. He chops the boat in half and
Yeah.
then does the Flex Seal on both sides and...
See, I'm still rowing.
Look, I'm still rowing. I don't think he was like actually on a... Yeah, he did the...
Yeah.
With the
I'm
motor.
in a submarine. We've been hit by torpedoes. Yeah.
I've got, the lives of 100 sailors in my hands. Thank you, Flex Seal. You hear gurgling in the background. But he's not drowning, he's just swallowing cum. What?
Wow.
Well,
Okay.
it is the Navy.
All right. And we are brought to you in part by Best Choice Condoms. Best Choice Condoms. Like playing Russian roulette with your future.
Best Choice. What is that? Is that Biferless's brand or is that Crest? Like,
I don't know.
No,
It's
okay.
one of them. Best choice.
Best Choice Condom.
Oh, it's very positive. It's like, I just made the best choice.
Right. Yeah. Well,
There's the best choice.
Well, it's good to be frugal in life, and a penny saved is a penny earned. So.
Oh, man. All right. Hey, we're also brought to you in part by Hard Seltzer Water. Hard Seltzer Water. It's like those cocktails we all enjoyed that were mixed with water. Hard Seltzer Water. If you only like missionary style, this is for you.
America.
And I'm just going to go with this. Brought to you in part by Colonel Sanders for KFC. Colonel Sanders for KFC. Only people not playing Colonel Sanders is black people. Because they only played as slaves. Okay. All right. Wow. We'll have to edit that one.
Santa Maria.
I don't know. God. Where's my filter? I didn't write that one. God. But they have way too many Colonel Sanders.
And you give me shit.
I do.
Lordy.
So now it's time, after that, it's time for a happy ending. All right?
Oh, no, it's something else.
All right. So let me pull this up while Special K's pulling up the thing here. But yeah, it's time for a happy ending. This is the time. Hey, we want to thank everybody for watching the show, The Idiots Talk Sports. Thanks for keeping up with us. Keep watching us here on Facebook. And we're also on YouTube. So check us out. And thank you so much. You all have a great week.
Well, just a real quick shout out to Larissa. Thank you for watching.
Thanks,
Thank
Larissa.
you for being a really good friend of mine for a long time. So thank you for watching.
Now I got to show you this happy ending video. She's trying to do a handstand. And it goes awry. Oh, ouch, that hurts. But dog says, hello.
The dog's like, it's almost like dog intuition. Oh, my time to shine.